Breaking news. A strange and unusual portal has appeared over Rhode Island. For some reason... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm receiving a report now. Hold on. Oh, good God. It is apparently now headed towards New Jersey. All people should be... Wait, what? Oh my God, it's now tripled in size. It's basically covering the entire eastern seaboard. Ladies and gentlemen, this is truly a horrible... Yeah, I get tired of that movie every single time I watch it. What else is on? Let's see. No. Ooh, I recorded that. No. Stay tuned for the absolutely, completely random podcast coming up next. Ooh, good. I like this show. Alright, everybody, and welcome to the absolutely, completely random podcast for Saturday, August 31st, 2019. I'm Andrew Rhodes. I'll be your host for the last and final podcast of, I guess, this month, basically. I was about to say year. Month. Yeah, it's over. August is over. Summer vacation is done. We're in Labor Day weekend. If you live in the U.S., that means no postal service on Monday. And it also means your last hurrah for the summer kids, unless you've already started school, in which case it's too late for that. Because now you're stuck back in learning mode. Yes, it's always fun. However, this also means that fall's right around the corner, which again is never a good sign. That means that winter's soon coming and night shift will be upon me, and it's almost like a dreaded little cloak or something that always constantly just like finds me every year since I started working where I do. It's like, hi, remember me? We made good friends last year. I'm gonna just snuggle right up next to you now and just yeah, be nice. That's what it feels like. It's like, it's almost like that itchy sweater that you always get from that relative that just wants to get you a gift or make a gift for you. It's like the itchy sweater from hell. That's basically what it is. But anyway, what do I got to talk about this week? Well, a lot, actually, believe it or not. Here's an interesting question. How much do you think some of the classic anime houses are worth? Well, good news. There's actually a way to find that out. That's actually going to be interesting. The Weathering With You movie is back on top after the No Kuni, or the Ni no Kuni anime film bombed. This thing cratered. Hunter x Hunter is getting a mobile app, a mobile game, which is pretty much probably going to be another one that I'm not going to be able to play, and I'm looking forward to. I am still pissed at you, Bandai Namco. There's nothing in the world that's going to make me ever forgive you for that. Persona. For anyone that knows about the Persona series, here's an interesting topic. It has sold 10 million units since its debut. That is impressive. I have to admit that. I haven't played it, but I've seen it. It's pretty cool. And finally, remember, I think it was last podcast I talked about it, or the week. I think it was the last one or the week before. But here's some good news for those of you that were hoping to get your hands on that $600 Unicron. You still have time. That's right, HasLabs has extended the deadline. Ooh. Yes, this is going to be an epic announcement. Wow, who would have thought? But anyway, that's what I got to talk about this week. And you know the drill by now, song and dance. Check out my eBay page, ARHOADS 2012. With September coming up, I'll have some new stuff coming out. So, yeah, there's always going to be some fun stuff happening. Don't forget, you can also check out my official Web Designer 18 Facebook page and come hang with me on Twitter at Otaku Roads, because I am hanging with Twitter a lot lately. I think Twitter and I are pretty much like live-in roommates at this point. I pretty much know everything about Twitter, and Twitter's learning everything about me. Facebook and I used to be roommates, then I guess apparently Twitter must have came up to me and said, hey, I got a better room, better rent, better board, and you can come hang with me, and we can talk shop all day. And I somehow jumped on that idea. So, yeah, come check out my Twitter page, at Otaku Roads. Check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page, or just, say hi here on the YouTube channel. I mean, I like hearing from people. Don't forget, leave comments in the videos. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you hated it. Let me know what your thoughts are. I love getting feedback on stuff. I really, really do. Okay, it's time for my favorite part of this video. How was your week? Since we seem to talk with each other about once a week here, it's nice to just kind of sit down and share how our weeks went. Don't forget, I'd like to know how your week went. If you feel comfortable sharing it, be my guest. Just say it was boring, it was dull, or hey, I did something really exciting, and I want to share it with the world because I had a blast doing it. I'd love to hear it. Seriously, I mean, it's not that bad of a thing. You post it up on social media and everybody knows what it is. I'm just a friendly neighborhood stranger that does a podcast, and really, I mean, I'm just interested. I mean, I do this every week. I say how my week went. It'd be nice to know how others' weeks go, too. I know some people do put up their weeks, and I do appreciate that. It's always nice learning what other people do and knowing how, they spend their time. It's always fun getting to know each other. At least I think it is. But anyway, my week was interesting, to say the least. Most of the fun, sadly, happened today. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. Monday was dull. Tuesday was interesting. I did record the Q&A video, and I put that up. Wednesday, worked, fell asleep when I came home for a little bit, ate, watched some TV. Thursday, put up Q&A video. Attempted to do a little bit of digging for something. Thursday night, attempted to record reboots, remakes, and retcons. And I'm sure by now everybody that's subscribed to my channel, you've seen the video, which is interesting in itself because as I was uploading it, the freaking computer crashed, so that was fun. Happily, it had already gotten past the point where it was uploading and was simply processing. So by the time I got the computer to come back on, it was already done and just waiting for me to say publish or throw away. So I was really happy about that. That was like a breath of fresh air there. But I decided to cancel reboots, remakes, and retcons. I know it's going to upset some people, but here's the long and short of it. It was a pain in the ass to find the topics. I struggled like you wouldn't believe for episode 2. And I'm not even joking about this, because I know somebody's going to say, well, why don't you just go to like Den of Geeks or something and get topics off of there? The thing is, while I respect what Den of Geek does, I pride myself in being as accurate as I can. That's why for the podcast, I usually have the topics up on my laptop screen. I do my best to, if I screw something up, I will be the first to admit it. I mean, I'm human. I make errors. I make mistakes. Sometimes I do it intentionally. I can't deny that. It's my anti-theft way of life. But sometimes I do it honestly because I honestly don't know, or I was wrong, and I will be the first to admit it. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. But I'm not just going to start doing a video for stuff that's getting rebooted and remade that's either a rumor or speculation, then have everybody go into a freaking froth as it is, you're like all pissed off and everything, and then all of a sudden have it be, oh no, that's not happening, that was just nothing more than a lie. Then I look like an idiot. Everybody that watched the video looks like an idiot. Everybody that was getting pissed off because I talked about it in the video looks like an idiot. And it all just comes back to me. And I just don't feel, I just don't feel right doing that. So, because of that, I have ceremoniously just put reboots, remakes, and retcons out of its misery. Now, I did record episode 3. I'm not going to lie about that. Episode 3 is technically recorded. However, as I was recording it and I'm like watching the playback of it to decide, hey, what do I want to do with this? Because I was doing it in segmented parts to try something different. And as I'm watching it in the playback, I'm like, I just felt like I was phoning it in, and I just wasn't comfortable with that. So, I mean, I'll be the first to admit, if I half-ass something, it's probably going to be the podcast a bit. And that's because by the time I'm recording this, I'm half asleep. I usually record this anywhere from 9, 10 o'clock at night. and I usually am doing this till like 11, 12 o'clock. So yeah, if I'm still doing this, that means I'm doing it for a reason. So if I get like a little tired or something, that's about the only time I'll half-ass it. But most of the time, it's simplistic topics that I'm pulling up. So it's like whatever's I find interesting. That hey, I want to talk about this week on the podcast. That's what I do. But yeah, so I've canceled that. So that was part of this week's fun. I did record 3 new Andrew Rants videos in a special format. You actually get to see me as I rant. So that was what I did. Well, yeah, I did that Thursday. Then I had to re-record them last night because my microphone decided it wanted to play a high-pitched wailing noise that my one fan was giving off. And yes, you probably are hearing my other fan in the background. It's circulating the air. Even though it's getting chilly out, I'm getting like a lot of the stagnant air in my room yet, so I'm having that circulate the air to just like get rid of it. So there is that. But yeah, so that was last night. I had to re-record those, which was Friday. Today's where the fun started. So my mom goes out and she's doing some yard work today because it was cool enough, and I was a little busy. I came back over home. I didn't want her to go near the one spot because we got, I don't know if it's a wasp, a hornet, or a yellow jacket nest, but either way, it is a flying insect nest, and I didn't want her to go anywhere near that. Well, she didn't have to worry about that because I quick thought, well, hey, I'll give you a hand quick getting the last of the front yard, and then, I'll keep you company for a little bit. The lawnmower died. And it's like, first the extension cord crapped out on her, and it got like twisted and kinked so bad that the casing actually ripped. It actually got like a nice stress on it and it broke, so that was done. But then as we're, half-assing this lawnmower with basically it's like 2 extension cords combined to get the length and the reach we needed, it just stops working. We're pounding on the part where the cord's going in, where the power supply and that's going in, and where the on-off thing is, like a little like lever, and it's barely going anywhere, and then it stops. So then we take the cord out. She thought maybe it's like the cord's just a little loose or something. She takes it out, and the business end of the cord is really super hot. So that thing is trashed. So there goes a lawnmower. So happily, I have to look into getting a lawnmower now on top of a weed whacker. But then, just as if that's not enough, she goes then to turn on the desktop in the dining room, and all of a sudden the screen won't come on. Now, in all fairness, the screen was my old Dynex television that I got, and we narrowed it down to like 2008, 2009. I think it was 2009. Yeah, definitely 2009, because I had the 4-year warranty on it. It stopped. You turn it on, it makes a little noise, and then it just shuts off. Based upon the DIY videos that I've been watching online, I'm pretty much a certain 100% that it is like a capacitor or something on it that's shorted out. So that's done. Yeah, granted, okay, I could try to fix it, but I don't trust myself enough to do it. I don't have the tools to do it, and I don't fuck it up and make it worse. And in all honesty, it lived its course. It did what it had to do. So yeah, it died the way it went. I could probably sell it to somebody that might be looking for parts, so it's not a total loss. But I gotta look around for a new monitor or a TV that could double as a monitor. So that's my current goal now that I'm working on. But that's that. That was literally all of today. Yeah, it's one gigantic nightmare, basically, was today. And I always hate that with Saturdays. I always love Saturdays. It's going to be like a topic for a discussion video, why I love Saturdays so much. But yeah, so that's how my week went. Sorry it dragged on for a little bit, but I thought I'd talk about the cancellation of RR&R, as it was. But yeah, so let me know how your weeks went. I'd love to hear about those in the comment section. And without any further ado, since I've dragged this on now long enough, and I can hear my mom in the back of my mind going, "Speed it the hell up, boy," let us get on with the podcast, shall we? Okay, so this is something that I've always found interesting. With like a lot of anime and TV shows and stuff like that, people often wonder, gee, I'd love to have a home like that. I know a lot of people thought about that with like The Simpsons and that, and then there was a contest so you could actually win The Simpsons home, which you could either get the home or it was the cash prize, and the winner took the cash prize because honestly, their home really isn't much to talk about. You'd have to be a die-hard, hardcore Simpson fan to want to have that. I mean, now I'm a die-hard Simpsons fan, don't get me wrong, but even I wouldn't want to have a house. That would take way too much for me. But anyway, classic anime series like Doraemon, Crayon Shin-chan, Saze-san, and Chibi Maruko-chan have all one thing in common, basically. Iconic homes, memorable floor plans, and it's just an interesting place to live. There's an entire thing. Well, anyway, Nishikito, and I do apologize if I mispronounce your name, wrote an article about the value of classic anime homes for a Japanese website called Fenton Village. Taking the opportunity to visit real estate agent Akihito Kageyama to look into recreated floor plans from famous anime and manga series. So this is actually kind of cool. There's a whole bunch of them here. And it actually tells you basically here. But apparently one's final appraisal came in at 0 yen. Yeah. So this is interesting. And it's ironic. The floor plan for the home from Doraemon is essentially worth zilch. Zilch, nada, zip, nothing. Yeah, so this is sort of hilariously funny. Now, they went to, the floor plans were taken to Yokohama-based real estate agent Katsunori Fujita, who's the one that gave this final appraisal at zip. So this is actually interesting. The floor plan looks pretty cool, actually, I'm not going to lie, but apparently it is essentially worthless today. That's kind of sad. So why is it basically that it's worth dilly shit? It turns out detached houses over 20 years old don't amount to much in today's Japanese real estate market. The only proper way to assess their value would be to demolish the houses and appraise the land itself, minus the money it would take to remove the house in the first place. Well, these, with these factors in mind, it basically, yeah. It's just funny. But basically, some of the other ones, at least according to this, there's a couple of them on here. It's plot minus the house, basically. So, this is basically what it is. The house from Suzani-san would come out on top at 162 million yen. Doraemon's Nobita household is way far behind in second place at 64 million yen. Not quite what was expected, but it's all pretty interesting nonetheless. Yes, this is actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can pull this up. And they might have like the whole article. I mean, I don't know if it'll pull up or not, so let me do that in another tab. Oh well. Huh? See if I can actually get this to pull up. I'll have to translate it. It's of course in Japanese. Oh, no duh, it's in Japanese, Andrew. Yeah, I know. No duh. But this would be kind of interesting if it actually says anything. Because you figure you got the Doraemon house. I'd actually like to know what Shin-chan's place goes for. I'm not gonna lie about that. I have seen Crayon Shin-chan. It's one of my favorites anime series. I see Doraemon too. I like Doraemon. That was pretty cool. I still remember the first episode when I saw the English dub of it. That was one of my favorites because it's like, I'm back in time to make sure you don't do a horrible thing by marrying this one guy's younger sister, and all of a sudden it just freaks the kid out. It's like, no, I don't want to marry her. I don't want to marry them. I don't want to marry her. I think he insulted her. I know that, but I just don't remember. But this is actually pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, once the page translates, this is actually really cool. A little bit here about the author here, so that's actually not too bad. Let's see here. And while everyone's enjoying each anime, I always thought about this. Everyone lives in a nice house. So this is pretty cool. So they actually have down on here. Get expert help. Okay, so I guess we actually do live. So this is cool. You get all the actual houses here. So this is really cool. Um, and interesting. I'm not gonna lie. So this is just a unique idea here. I mean, I would love to know what some of the houses go for and stuff that you watch. I mean, there's a lot of cool houses, so it's nice to know how much some of them go for. So you have Doraemon's house. You have the first floor plan, second floor plan. I'm assuming there's gonna be some information here at some point. Yeah, look at the layout of the house, and it just makes people laugh. Apparently, see here. Uh, there's actually like conversations between the author and the one person. The size of the building is about 92 square meters. It's old, a house before the voice actor changed, so it's pretty interesting. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. So you got Shin-chan's house here. I don't think it actually gives prices, which sucks. I'd love to know how much they go for. So the Nohara family, their floor plan on TV. The second floor, the original couple's room sometimes appears when Hiroshi is desk working. And let's see, there's a lot of sisters rolling around. It's an interesting topic. Size about 97 meters squared. This is pretty cool. Chibi Maruko's house. They got like the first floor plan. Let's see, they thought that it was a 2-story building, but it's only a 1-story. And Saze's house, which is fucking massive. Damn, I don't even know. Damn, that is massive. Holy hell. Even if you look again, you live in a good house. Let's see, the size is about 116 meters squared. It's a typical rice-shaped house, to which the author even goes, rice-shaped. The floor plan apparently was common in the early Showa era, and is called so because the floor plan is divided like your rice field. You learn something new every day. The purpose of the room is not decided in advance, so it is easier to adapt to the occasion when the family structure changes. Huh. I learn something new every day. Well, you get almost no privacy, though. That's pretty cool. We got any more information on here? Because this is an interesting topic. I'm not gonna lie, but I'd just like to know what like actual prices here for all of them, which I would assume you would have had. Okay, here we go. Let's examine value. That's the one thing I hate about Japanese websites. They just everything's thrown up on here. I mean, I learned how to design websites, so that's a major thing here. It's all thrown up on here, but it's one of those you have to navigate it like it is a freaking treasure map and you're looking for the lost city of gold. It is a massive undertaking sometimes. I mean, I have searched through a few, I've searched through a few Japanese websites to try to get an idea of something, an idea of sorts, and I have constantly come across issue after issue with trying to navigate their sites. It's a little more difficult than you would imagine. Let's see here. So the real estate appraiser of Fujita Katsuhiroshi apparently is the person that was doing the. Here's how much this stuff can go for. So let's see here. Come on, let's get some more information on this thing. By the way, if you actually just go down to the bottom of the article, which there's a link in the description, you can pull this up. I'll try to link this site too, but yeah, so it's not that difficult. Okay, so price is worth XX yen per square meter, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we finally got some. It's all 0 yen. Seriously? Yeah. Okay. So the value as the building of each house that he was the most worried about. Yes. How much would it be? It's all 0 yen. Whoa. It's just. I mean, the pictures on here are just interesting. It's like you can just tell like there's a massive mood shift. Yeah, 0 yen. So apparently all the houses are more than 20 years old, which, as I was saying in the article, so the value of a detached home more than 20 years old is almost 0 yen. So it's 0 yen. So they're basically all worthless. You're mostly just going with the land. So minusing the house temporarily, the cost of demolition is about 15,000 yen per square meter. It would be considered from there. Yeah, it's just it's just nothing. They're worth nothing. So yeah, so apparently like the land itself of each house, so it's interesting. They have down, I think they have down what it is, but I can't read kanji, so I don't know. Let's see if I can open the link in a different thing here. It might give me an answer. It's probably not going to. Alright, it looks like it will, but I don't know. Probably not. Nice if it did. No, it just reopens the page. Seriously? Just like give me the. Can you just give it to me in English, huh? Can't translate it or anything. Figures. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, there's some information in here. You can actually pull it up. They do have the stuff. It's just not coming up. I don't know why. But yeah, so it's just kind of sad. They're literally all worth nothing. All the homes are worthless, but the land is more valuable, which is sad. So yeah, that's kind of horrible, actually. But yeah, they're worth literally nothing. But yeah, if you go to the Felton Village site, which you can click, there's a source link in the article. Yeah, they're all worthless. So it kind of sucks. I mean, I would love to have like a little dream home, but oh, they're all worthless. Oh, really? That's almost like getting kicked in the nads. There, it's like, yeah, I've always wanted this dream home, and it's worthless. You worthless? You're kidding me, right? It's worthless. Really? You're kidding me? It's worthless? Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I would hate to be this type of person that's like, man, I'd really like to own, a house from like this show, and all of a sudden, no, yeah, it's no, it ain't worth shit. That's that is literally a kick in the nads right there. It's like, no, it's gotta be worse. I mean, sentimental value, it probably has like a lot of sentimental value, but yeah, as far as physical value, it's basically turn your pocket inside out. That's about all, that's about all it's worth, basically. You just can turn your pocket inside out. That's all it's worth. It's worth shit. So that sucks. But yeah, you can check out the floor plans though on that site. It is pretty cool. So if you are like big in like architecture and stuff like that, this is definitely something that'll pique your interest. And who knows? So it may suck over in Japan and you can't build a house over there, but hey, that doesn't stop anime lovers from building something here. I mean, you have the floor plan idea that gives you an idea, so that's not bad. Go for that. Maybe we can have an entire city of nothing but houses from anime. I'd actually like to see that. I'm sorry. I'd like to see that. That'd be badass. I'd like to see that. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty cool. But there you go. Okay, so let's take a look at the Japanese box offices for last weekend, and wow, it's actually interesting. So, Weathering with You, the Makoto Shinkai smash hit, the same guy that brought us Your Name, a movie that I have yet to see. Yeah, this thing is massively good. I mean, I saw an article that just missed getting on this week's podcast where it is literally going to be getting some like awards releases, getting nominated, which is good. But this movie is back on top. It is still holding strong. Because this is bad here. The reason why is because this week there was a new movie that came out. I guess this would have been last week. But there was an anime film adaptation of Level 5's Ni no Kunai RPG series, which ended up bombing. This thing cratered, basically. It had a gross of 140 million yen. The reviews have been negative for this thing, and its opening weekend gross was less than half. Less than half that of its fellow RPG adaptation, Dragon Quest Your Story. So, how much did Weathering with You pull in? 421 million yen on 305,000 ticket sales as of August 25th. It has earned 10.73 billion yen as of this recording. It could be more by now, actually, which was enough to place it in the number 9 spot in the all-time Japanese film box office rankings. I mean, we all know how well Your Name did. I mean, that thing went fucking gangbusters at the box office. That took the world by storm. Nobody imagined, oh my god, it just wiped the world by storm. If you're wondering how One Piece's Stampede movie's been doing, the thing that they interrupted their regularly scheduled, arc, which they took an entire year to get to. How that's doing? It dropped from number 3 to number 4. Yep. It dropped from number 3 to number 4, which is not good. It's expected to pass the 5 billion yen mark, though, in a few weeks, so that's not too entirely horrible, but still, that's just interesting. I mean, Makoto Shinkai is going to become a name that is definitely going to become synonymous with anime films. I mean, he's going to pretty much probably at this rate be the next Hayao Miyazaki, or he's going to make heartwarming anime films that people are going to pay money out the ass to go see. I mean, so far, I mean, what's this? 2 massive hits. Your Name just blew up, and this one's just catching fire almost instantly. That's 2 movies. But I have to admit, every time I get like this, like I find a topic or something involving movie grosses, I'm instantly thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. Because every time I look at those things, it's like I almost feel like I'm the poor sap that has to read these for a living. It's like, I don't understand half of them. Oh, this movie brought in this much money on this much, but yet it's still claiming a win even though it's lost this much money. I mean, I miss the days when movies didn't cost the gross national product of a small country to make and or receive. And yes, I'm looking at like the Marvel movies here. I mean, those things go freaking nuts. And I mean, now, in all honesty, an animated movie like this, I would expect to see a huge increase in what they're going to get back. I mean, whatever you put in, I would expect to see more of an increase coming back. Because that's a lot of time and effort to get into this. I mean, there's a lot of time and effort to put into drawing, the animations, and they have to draw like each and every single page. Because I had to do an animation thing in elementary school, which never got shown then anyway because the teacher hated my guts. But it was basically I was in charge of doing like the ending credit for a little thing that the art department was putting on at the elementary school. Yeah, I don't understand it either. But anyway, it's like it was painstaking doing each and every single. I had to do like multiple pages of literally the same background with the different characters that I had on, which in this case it was literally letters saying the end. That was it. I mean, nowadays, I can just pop it on a computer. I can do that in like 30 minutes if I have the right program. But this is like massively impressive. So I would expect a humongous amount more of an increase coming in versus like, let's say Marvel comes out with a new movie. I'll just spitball one here. Let's say all of a sudden, because Disney now owns Fox and they own the rights to the Fantastic Four, most of the characters involved, let's say that suddenly they decide to come out with a standalone Silver Surfer movie. And this thing has, basically, its entire budget is like $165 million. And all of a sudden, it just resonates, and fans fall in love with it, and they go back and see it over and over and over again. And all of a sudden, it brings in 1.8 trillion. I'm not talking billion. I mean, this movie like hits $1 trillion or something. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful! $1.8 trillion. The movie brings in more money than anything else. And what's going to happen to that money? Well, we're going to try to buy a whole bunch of crap that we really don't need and everything else." But it's like, the movies that we're getting now are costing more money than a gross national product of a small country, and yet people are paying money for it. But yet this type of movie right here, like I said, animated stuff, even like computer generated, I would expect them to get a lot more back. Whereas, oh, we just have to film some stuff and we're adding in a shit ton of special effects. No, I don't know. Because that means you're just giving more money to the special effects budget to make the next one bigger and bigger. But this is, this is heartwarming. And I'm actually happy for Makoto Shinkai because he's making a crap ton of money. At least, maybe not even like physical money, but basically in reputation, which will precede him down the road. Because all of a sudden it'd be like, yo, you know the guy that did, that made that Your Name movie? Yeah, he's gonna be here tonight. Oh man, that'll get a whole bunch of people to come in and they'll want to talk and shoot the shit with him and everything else. So I mean, the reputation precedes him, but it's not so much that he's going to be getting a lot of the money. It's just that wherever he goes, like if he would do an event or something, that would see an influx of cash coming in. If he would suddenly do, like, let's say a massive, let's say he would go to like an anime convention, and he would talk about, the couple of movies that he did and some future projects and stuff, that would get a lot of ticket sales. Granted, now, like I said, he would get a small cut of that because he would be appearing, but still, that would get a lot of ticket sales. So it's like, he may not be getting it right off the bat, but it's one of those, he's getting it via his prestige that he is building, his reputation. I should have said, not prestige. His reputation, I'm sorry, my brain's not working right tonight. His reputation is going to precede him as he goes further and further down the road. So this is actually a good thing for him that's happening. And I really am proud. I feel for him. I feel really glad for him. I really do, because that is amazing. It's like, this is the second movie I think that at least that I know of, that you've done. I know Your Name was the first one. That went freaking nuts, and I still want to see it. I haven't gotten to see it yet. And now this one, so that's 2 for 2. I mean, come on. Go for the perfect trifecta here. Come out with a third one and really drive the nail home. I mean, you come out with the third one and it does as well as the first two. I mean, that's beautiful, baby. Beautiful. I just, I feel almost like, Chef Boyardee. It's like, you know what Chef Boyardee looks like on his can. That's basically what I'm trying to do. Yeah, like I said, my mind is just not working tonight. But anyway, congratulations to Makoto Shinkai for your movie, still topping #1. Maybe it'll tie Your Name. You never know. Could be really good. Goody. Once again, I get to talk about an app that I'm probably never going to get to play. Yeah, I'm still pissed about the Gundam Warfare, or the mobile. Yeah, I'm still pissed about that. That Gunpla Warfare, or Gundam Warfare, Gunpla Mobile, whatever. I don't know. I don't even remember what it's called anymore. It's the Gundam mobile app that I talked about, that I was so excited for, that I was like, oh, I'm going to get to play this Gundam game for my tablet. Yes! I pre-registered for it, so I could download it. I get the notification, hey, it's available. It's like a Wednesday morning. I'm like, oh, sweet, let me download this thing, and I can play it when I get home from work. I download it. I'm like, yes, it's installed. All right, everything's good. I come home to play it, and it won't load. Actually, I think I actually tried jumping the gun a bit. I wanted to play it right off the bat, so I hit the button. I'm like, all right, let's try this, and it won't load. And I was getting a little pissed off, and then it's like, well, I went to work, came home, tried again and again and again, and I was reading some of the reviews, and I'm like, okay, so there are some issues. Well, you know what? I'll hold on to it in my, on my tablet. Maybe I'll get like an update in a day or two, and then might fix the issue. It could just be, no game is perfect anymore. You're gonna have day one glitches. A couple days later, still doesn't work. I tried it, I think that's Friday night, still didn't work. Come Saturday morning, I go to try the app one more time, and now it just shuts off automatically. So I thought, okay, let me try uninstalling and reinstalling it. That might work. I did that. I go into my app store, go into the app store, I go to my library where the apps that I haven't installed yet are, and it does not have the install button. Now I know what this means, because this happened when I had my 1 GB RAM tablet, as I couldn't put SAOIF back on. and I can't play this one Bandai Namco game, which pisses me the hell off. And all of a sudden, I tap on the app and pull up the thing, and oh, it's not compatible with my device. And I'm still pissed about that because it's like, look, I could have easily played that. You could have easily been able to discertain whether or not my tablet would work for that. Bite me to all hell, basically, Bandai Namco. But hopefully, this isn't going to be a Bandai Namco game because I don't think I can handle another Bandai Namco disaster. I really don't. And this one is based on an anime series that I actually like. Yeah, I like Gundam too, don't get me wrong, but I like Hunter x Hunter. And Hunter x Hunter Arena Battle is apparently on its way for mobile players, so you can play this mobilely. So Hunter x Hunter fans are always looking for a way to take Gon and company on the go. Now they're going to have a new mobile game. Now there is already, I know for a fact there is a Hunter x Hunter game that you can download. I did play it. I played it literally for like a weekend, and I ditched it. I downloaded it. It was like a Sunday. I downloaded it. That Monday or Tuesday, I uninstalled. I had my fill of it. I couldn't get any further in it. I got tired of it. It bored the crap out of me. Basically, I figured out what it was. It was, I don't even remember the name of it anymore. I'd actually have to look it up. But basically what it was the way I can figure it out, it had a similar gimmick to Lords Mobile. If you ever played that game, you'll know what I mean. Where you don't actually have to go in and battle in the area, like for the story quests and that. You can just fast pass it and piss whip through it and get the items, which is what I was doing for the ones that I already beat. Get the stuff, level up your characters, advance them to the next level, make the, this and that go better. I was doing I was doing Heaven's Arena a lot. I was doing some of the Meteor City challenges. That's about as far as I got in the game. I did it at a good point in time to download it because I got to play as Kite then for a little bit, and the more I'm playing it, I'm like, you know what, this is fun. Then it just got boring real quick. So what annoyed the crap out of me, it just got boring real quick. So it sucked. It instantly just started going downhill real fast. I couldn't endure it. I couldn't stand it. And I'm just like nuts to it, and I uninstalled. But this one though, this sounds interesting. Now I like Hunter x Hunter. I'm not gonna lie. And this is gonna be pretty cool if I'll be able to play this. I'm not saying whether or not I'm actually gonna enjoy this or not, because the last time I said that, then I couldn't play the damn game, and that still pisses me off. So I can't really say whether or not I'm going to enjoy this or not. But apparently there is a countdown for the Hunter x Hunter arena. If you go to the site hh-arena-battle.com/countdown, you can actually get a countdown via Twitter. It's actually on here. It's actually pretty cool. I would love, I could probably tell you how to do a website like this if I'd double check my, oh look, here's how you can make website books from school. I haven't done web design since I got my degree. I really haven't. But it's really cool. It's got the Hunter Association logo. Countdown's right over top of that. Basically, you have like white noise going around in the background. There probably is some sound to it, but I chose not to do the sound because I got headphones on. I didn't want it blaring in my ear. But it might just play a song. I don't know. Let me try. I got my headphones on so nobody else can hear it but me. So, oh no, it's just there's a clicking noise. Okay, it's just like a ticking every second, which would get annoying as hell. As of now, let's see here, second, minute, hour. Okay, we're at 37 hours, 32 minutes, and 30 seconds as of right now. I'm going to close that out because I don't need to hear that clicky noise anymore. But yeah, we're going to get some more information on September 2nd. There's also an official Twitter page for this. Let me check that out quick while I have this open. as well as a site for fans who want to take the hunter exam and obtain a license, which they can use as a background. Ooh, okay, hold on a second. I want to check out. I mean, I don't have a smartphone. I have a tablet. I have a tablet. I don't have a smartphone. And I really get pissed off when a lot of this stuff's like, oh no, it's for literally, smartphones only. I have a tablet. I am just as capable of playing any of these mobile games as you. I can play Puzzles and Dragons. I can play Contest of Champions. I can play, Sword Art Online Integral Factor. I can play this stuff just like you can. So, don't just throw me under the bus because I got a tablet and you got a smartphone. Mine's going to last longer than yours because mine I'll at least take care of. Your phone can break in 30 seconds if you sit on it. I'm sorry, I have a thing against smartphones. I don't mind them. It's that I think they're... How did I put it in my discussion video? Annoying? Annoying. Okay, annoying. That's basically it. But yeah, there actually is. Holy crap. There is a actual... thing here. I don't think I can translate this either, can I? I don't think I can translate this. What the hell? Okay. Can't click on anything. There's nothing to click on. Okay, this is oh, okay, well, there is something to click on. Doesn't really do much. Okay. I click on... I don't even know what the hell I'm clicking on because I can't read kanji. Why is this not translating? I can't read kanji. Why is this not translating? It's like a little translation or something would be nice. I can't read kanji. It's a translation, something here. No, I can't. No, can't translate it. That's just great. I can't translate it. I can't read kanji. I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, it keeps saying error, 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 error again. Okay, one took me back. Yeah, I don't know what the hell the point of this one is, but yeah, I have no idea. But still, it looks kind of neat. Can't do shit, though. Okay, well that takes me back to that. To remember what I hit the first time. That took the... Okay, yeah, this kind of sucks. So, I mean... You can, like, pull up some stuff. Okay, now it's doing something else. And I just got some white noise. That's great. This is an actual site where you can take a hunter exam, obtain a license, which they can use as a background on their smartphones, and you can't even read any of it. What the hell? This is like idiotic here. Okay, so that's fun. Yeah, I can't read kanji for starters. There's no translating it. I can't basically get it to do anything, and the only sound I was getting was white noise and error messages and So that's, I mean, I'd like to take a hunter exam and obtain a license. That kind of stuff. So I don't know if that's like you can only do it with your smartphone, or if that's just they just screw me to the wall. I don't know. That's sort of annoying. But yeah, I can't translate it at all. What the hell? I mean, normally I would get a thing that would pop up asking me if I want to translate this, but I can't even translate it. That is weird. Yeah, normally I would get a thing that asks if I, would you like this to be translated? And I would go, yeah. Yeah, translate it, but I can't. It's not letting me translate. And I get, you just get error messages galore here. And I can't read kanji, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, that's, okay, I don't know what the hell's going on here. This is, interesting. There's nothing even to click on the page that you can get. Yeah, so on the page that you actually can get, there's really nothing to click on. So that kind of sucks. I didn't find out what that is, but yeah. Hopefully, because back to the actual topic at hand here. I think I went a little off on that. Okay. But yeah, I tried it. So that, yeah, you can check out both the sites. There's a countdown site, the official Twitter page, and this mockery of a site that you're supposed to be able to take a hunter exam. That's a good joke. But apparently, the game's gonna have microtransactions, but will otherwise be free to play. So that is good for those of you out there that like freemium games. That's basically what this is. It's basically, yeah, you can play it for free, but you can also do microtransactions because that's just how we roll. Microtransactions are everywhere in the world now, kids. But yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. So, maybe it'll be nice. Maybe I'll actually be able to play this one. Maybe. I mean, this has got to be at least more fun than the last Hunter x Hunter game that I played. So if it's better than the last one I played, more power to it. But if not, I'll be pissed. I won't even lie. I will be pissed. But yeah. So, only time will tell. See what happens when we get some new information on the 2nd of September. Might be good. Okay, so for anyone that's ever played or watched the Persona series, and I do mean watched in this case because you can easily watch people play this one. That's what I've done. I recently saw Zero the First play the Snow Queen. Yeah, the Snow Queen route, which was kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty cool YouTuber. But anyway, the Persona video game series, which kicked off back in 1996, has topped sales of 10 million units. Let that sink in for a minute. This kicked off in 1996, and it's just now topping 10 million. Oh boy. It all started in 1996 with Revelations Persona, a spin-off of Atlus's Megami Tensei series, with its unique take on the RPG genre. The series has gained a huge following in Japan and abroad, but aside from the 6 main games it features, which are Persona, Persona 2, Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, and there's like a 6th one, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Yeah. Aside from that, though, there's been spin-offs, an anime series, which I have seen clips of. I thought it was really cool. Manga, and more. The series has been covered over the years by multiple people, both video game and anime, as well as Otaku USA or Otaku USA has done the anime side of it. Some people have done the game side and the anime side of it. So it has been, it's gotten around. Everybody knows what it is at this point. It's gotten around. But yeah, you can check out the reviews of Persona 3 and the anime versions of Persona 4 and 5 for a deeper look at what makes the best-selling franchise so special. But 10 years, it's finally hitting 10 million. It's topped 10 million sales since its debut in 1996. Now, I know by today's standards that's not much, but you have to remember, 96 was a good 23 years ago. Okay, that's huge. That's seriously, that was 23 years ago. It's massive. Massively huge. It took 23 years for it to get 10 million units, whereas you could have, let's say Bethesda were to suddenly pull their heads out of their ass, and you'd have a brand new Fallout game, and it would probably go like 10 million sales in a freaking like 2 weeks. 23 years. Now, I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, but honestly, I mean, it's not all. I mean, now is that like all together? They don't really say if it's like all together or total. Is it total or is it separate? Because I would assume that some people probably played Persona 3, 4, and 5 a lot more than they did 1 and 2. But you could just have like diehard fans that just have them all. I don't know. But still, 10 million units. in 23 years. And it's just topped the sales of 10 million units. So that's still huge. I know it's like kind of a weird topic to talk about, but still, that's either impressive or just unusual. I don't know which, but still, that's pretty unique. 10 million sales, 10 million units since its debut. That's pretty unique. Pretty yeah. Still, it's pretty unique. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yep. Pretty cool. I mean, it's like I said, it's nothing. Like nowadays, it's nothing, but still, back then to now, 23 years, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so remember, I think it was like the last podcast or the one before when I was talking about the gigantic, massive Unicron. You know, that 19-pound, 27-something-inch atrocity. That gigantic thing that's literally just for the die-hard Transformer collector that nobody in their right mind is going to spend $600 for. And its original, and I do mean it now at this point, original goal was 8,000 backers by today, 31st. Well, the target goal is still the same as of right now. They have, let me refresh the page, double check, see if it's gone up. And I think it was last week, because I remember then I had to quick watch the. Okay, wow, it went up a couple of backers since I clicked on. So for those of you that are willing to spend $574.99, good news, your time has been extended. They basically decided to extend the fundraising. My guess is they realized they were not going to hit the 8,000 goal mark by today. Technically, if this would have to end today, they would be about 2,000 some short. As of right now, 11:53 p.m., they have 5,614 backers of their target 8,000. Well, they've now extended this until October 6th of this year. Basically, they're trying to net those people. And this son of a bitch costs $600. This thing is huge. Okay? This is not going to get sold like a Walmart or a Target. This is square off of, you got to buy this from Hasbro when they come out with it. It is massively huge. And they're only going to make like X amount of these things. And they just like add some new stuff. And you're like, oh, look, there's like different chins for Unicron. Apparently there's going to be like a little Galvatron figure that you're going to be able to like devour. Which I honestly have to admit, the little Galvatron there looks pretty cool. There's a Q&A response. But this thing's going now to Comic-Con in New York on the 6th. So people are going to have another chance to, I think it's Comic-Con, I don't know, one convention up in New York on the 6th of October. That's when this is going to now. This gives people more of a chance to get their hands on Unicron, to piss the money away for this 19-pound toy that, honestly, I'm going to say this logically here. And I mean, as a fellow, collector of some stuff and a lover of toys, let me just say this. If you're spending $600 on a toy, you are not even going to touch that thing. That thing is never going to move from the light of day. It will never see daylight. You will technically put that thing inside of permanently tinted glass where you can see it, but as far as light from the outside, oh, hell no. No light penetrates that at all. It is pitch dark in there, but yet you can see in. That is basically what you will be doing with this 19-pound figure. Okay? You got now like 36 days as of right now to, if you want to jump in, they've extended it. This thing is huge. Okay, it's 27 inches tall in robot mode. 50 points of articulation. It's going to be 30 inches in planet mode. This thing is a hulking monster. $600. You can basically have it join your team. For $600, you can have it join your collection. For $600, if you have like a significant other, you can explain to them, oh, honey, I spent $600 on a transformer. You what? We have the light bill, the gas bill, food, $600 for a transformer? But honey, you don't understand. I'm going to turn and burn it on eBay and make a fortune. Yeah, you and 16, I'm safely going to say this because I'm assuming maybe like 100 some people are backing this in hopes of actually getting this. But then again, there could also just be people backing this hoping that this won't hit their goal so they don't get charged. Because you have to click on a check mark here that says, I agree to the terms of use and shipping, returns, and cancellation policy. I hereby authorize Hasbro to charge my payment method for the above amount on October 6, 2019. For more information, you can visit their FAQ. So basically, it's going to move into production when it reaches its minimum backing goal. They're going to stop taking backers at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time now on October 6th. But I guarantee you there are people that are probably backing this, hoping that it's not going to happen so that they'll just get their money back and say, I was part of it, but it didn't go through. But at best, I'll say like maybe 200. That leaves 5,414 backers as of right now that I'm recording this that are probably just hoping that they're going to be able to turn and burn this and make like 10 grand. Oh, I could sell this for $10,000 on eBay. You and 5,000 other people. But then, from what I read, they're only planning, like I said last week, about 10,000 of these things, or at least 8,000 of them, or at least one per backer, I think I saw at one point. But there's new accessories, like I said, you got the chins and a little Galvatron figure. Yeah. If it doesn't reach 8,000 backers on October 6th, the project will not move into production. Orders for Unicron will no longer be accepted after October 6th. If you want to add this once-in-a-lifetime figure to your Transformer collection, back the project before the deadline. You can pose the figure. The Planet Eater is ready for any scene, basically. You get, like I said, it's massive. The little accessories, like a little Galvatron there, the two chins. But I guess a lot of people... So a lot of people were asking, am I going to get my money back if this doesn't get funded? And it's basically, no, you just won't get charged. Because I know Bolt Matrix asked that on Twitter. And at this point, I'd be asking the same question now because I'm getting the feeling a lot of people are hoping that, it's just not going to happen. I'm part of a massive group of people that are hoping they can have this happen. And it's not going to happen. I don't have to worry about the money going out of my account. Then all of a sudden the money's going to go out of your account. You're going to be stuck with a 19-pound paperweight sitting on your desk as your, loved ones are leaving out the front door. I mean no disrespect by that, but this is literally hardcore Transformer fans only are buying this thing. This is not a casual, I'm going to get this because, oh my God, it's cool. $600 is a commitment. That is basically, you are committing to buying this. You are committing 100%. I am going to own a Unicron. That's what that is. But yeah, so if you're interested in trying to get your hands on the Planet Eater himself, good news, you got until the 6th of October. They've extended the deadline. God help us all. Alright, everybody, and that's going to pretty much do it for the absolutely, completely random podcast. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm checking out, baby. I'm flying the coop. If you have topics you'd like me to talk about here on the podcast you think would be interesting, feel free to send them to one of three places, either on the discussion page here on my YouTube channel, on to my Twitter page at Otaku Roads, or on the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. All three of those places are great places to send topics, possibilities. Don't forget to submit your questions for September's Q&A video. Let me see here if I remember when I set the date for that. I think I have it. Once our calendar pulls up, and I can find out. Oh, wait, it goes slow. Oh yes, I said the 20. I think it was the 28th. Because then I could put it up that. Yeah, okay, so I'm going with the 28th, I guess. 21st to 28th, one of those two. But either way, yep, somewhere in there. So submit your questions. Don't forget to add the Q&A tag so I know it's for the Q&A so I don't just answer it. But yeah, feel free to ask me anything so long as it's about stuff that I talk about here on this channel, which is anything except for politics and religion. I don't talk about those. I won't touch those. But basically, yeah. Let me know what you think. But until next time, folks, I'm Andrew Rhodes. It has been a pleasure, a privilege, an honor to be here with you for this last hour or so together. And until next week for what is it now going to be? The third anniversary of the podcast? Yeah, that'll be the third anniversary of the podcast. Be next week. I know it's not like the actual because I started on the 3rd, but it's basically the first Saturday in September was when I started it, so the first Saturday in September is when the anniversary is. I have decreed it, so shall it be. But yes, so tune in next week for the 3rd anniversary of the podcast. It's going to be pretty cool. I got something special in store, like I usually do every year. At least it's something I'm just going to be doing for a while. Number 5 is going to be the massive, huge special. But this is just going to be a normal one. But anyway, until next week for the 3-year anniversary of the podcast. I'm Andrew Rhodes. I'm checking out. I'm out of here. Bye-bye, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.